Sometimes, the people who look the calmest are the ones who have spent their whole lives learning not to ask for help. Nico Robin is one of those people. She smiles quietly. She speaks softly. She rarely asks for anything. But behind that calm expression is a girl who spent most of her life believing that she had no right to live. Robin grew up on O'Hara, an island filled with scholars who devoted their lives to understanding the history of the world. She was different from the beginning. While other children played, Robin wanted to read. She studied ancient languages, history, and archaeology. But being different often comes with a price. She was lonely. She was rejected. And when she was still just a child, the world government destroyed O'Hara. Her home was gone. Her family was gone. And suddenly, the little girl who only wanted to understand the world became one of the most wanted people in it. Robin survived by running. From one place to another. From one organization to another. She was betrayed. Used. Hunted. And eventually, people began calling her the Devil Child. Imagine hearing a name like that your entire life. Eventually, you might start believing it yourself. Robin learned something painful. If people only want you for what you can give them, then perhaps being alone is safer. So she stopped expecting kindness. She stopped trusting people. And most importantly, she stopped believing that there was a place where she truly belonged. Then she met the Straw Hats. At first, Robin didn't completely trust them. Why would she? She had spent years learning that people eventually betray you. But something about this strange group was different. They didn't care about her past. They didn't care about the bounty on her head. And when Robin tried to sacrifice herself to protect them, they refused to let her disappear. At Ennie's lobby, Robin finally confronted the belief that had followed her since childhood. She believed that the world would be better without her. But Luffy and the others gave her a choice. Not an order. Not a demand. A choice. And for the first time in her life, Robin allowed herself to say what she truly wanted. I want to live. And maybe that's what makes Robin's story so powerful. Her greatest battle wasn't against the world government. It wasn't against an enemy. It was against the belief that she was unworthy of being loved. Sometimes, life teaches us to become independent because we have been disappointed too many times. We learn to say, I don't need anyone. Not because we are strong, but because needing someone once hurt too much. Robin reminds us that there is a difference between being independent and being alone. Being strong doesn't mean refusing help. Sometimes, strength is having enough courage to say, I need you. Maybe that's why I wanted to paint Robin in watercolor. Watercolor has a strange quality. You can't always control where the water goes. The colors bleed. They mix. Some parts become darker than you expected, while others remain almost completely untouched. And somehow, the painting becomes more beautiful because of those imperfections. Maybe people are like that too. Our past leaves stains. Some memories never completely disappear, but they don't have to define the final picture. Robin spent years running from her past, until she finally found people who allowed her to become part of their story. And perhaps that's the lesson she leaves us with. Your past may explain who you are, but it doesn't have to decide who you become. So if you've ever felt like you're too broken, too different, or simply not meant to belong, remember Robin. Sometimes, the hardest thing isn't surviving. It's believing that you're finally allowed to live. And maybe, that's where your story really begins. Thank you.